Lena nuyu ku nekk sa tur ak sa santa di leen wax ne seen teewaay rafet na seen liggéey rafet na seen dedication rafet na jokkalante bi jaama bi bennoo bi waxtaan bi kaf be ree bi neex na rafet na te yal na si jaama yaaga yal nañ toog be fayalante kóolare ñu toog be jëflante si njekka ak taranga ñu toog be ngeen am seen own showroom individually ba ngeen train ñeneen ñoo xam ne ñooñu dañoo ñëw jël the step from fall and stop for all of you present, the media house, I'd like to acknowledge your presence and say thank you for always honoring our invitation and of course on time. And I'd like to apologize on behalf of the project for always having a late event. Like I'd always say, I'm not friends with the politicians. I'm sorry, because they would always keep us late, waiting. And that is why I'm not friends with the politicians. So I'm definitely sorry that I have to keep you guys here from 2:30 to 4. With all honesty, it's a wholehearted apologies. And we would ensure that we try to be here on time as well. So I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the nominated councillor, Abdoulaye Amar Gay, and of course the lady councillor as well, Ada, and the ward councillor for Crab Island, and also our National Assembly members that would always honor our invitation, Banjul North and Banjul Central, Mamla Njai and Elba. And I would also like to say thank you to the facilitators and the implementing partners who are Women Initiative Gambia on my far right. And we have Uncle Buba Fabre, who has been here throughout the process, taking attendance and monitoring the participation and the activity and ensuring that everything all the participants need is going through and is going well and as expected. And also I'd like to say thank you to Lamin Bojang as well, who's here to train the women on business training. After you have done your skill training from the soap making to the tire recyclers, you have 2-day session exclusively with Mr. Bojang that takes you through business as to how to showcase your materials and how to market and brand your products. So we would like to say thank you to the Women Initiative Gambia team for making it possible, especially the coordinators and the lead trainers. We're saying thank you. And of course, Awa is not here as well. She was a lead trainer for the soap makers. And also I'd like to say a special thank you to my project coordinator. I'd also like to say a special thank you to my project coordinator, Mr. Usman Job. And I'd like all of you to clap for Teacher Job, like a wholehearted, like very, very loud clap. So this man is actually one person that will go around doing everything a communications person should do, a cleaner should do, a security should do, a facilitator should do, and a coordinator should do. So we are saying thank you very much, and we appreciate your effort, we appreciate your time and how well you are able to put things in order and communicate and coordinate everything we want from both ends. And yendingen sedene saay bu nekk Teacher Diop mu ngi fi su ma fi nekkee nekkuma fi mu ngi fi su ma ñëwee ñëwuma Teacher Diop mu ngi fi te lu nekk mu ngi leen koo dawal di ibi bunta di bale di indi eketi li loo leen soxla so ñu ngi koo jaajëfal di ko wax jërëjëf. And finally I'd say thank you to the Deputy Mayor of Banjul, who's also one of the young figures in this country as well, and being one of the youngest political figures in council as well, and he serves as a Deputy Mayor and a ward councillor as well. And for the project we would say thank you, because for us as communications, branding and visibility is fundamental. Sharing, commenting to boost our reach is fundamental to us, and we have a lot of councillors, and I'd like to acknowledge the fact that he is one of the few that will always share our content. Like I would always tell Elba, the National Assembly member for Banjul North, we're always excited when we post, you share and you comment. It takes us to the next level. And of course to Abdullah as well for always sharing our content on the Banjul Banjul page. So we highly really appreciate everything you do in your capacity as ward development councillors, as politicians, and of course as citizens of Banjul. So that being said and done, the reason why we are here today is to acknowledge and honor this, like I always tell them, the super women, the amazing women. Ñi ñoy jigen jambar, ñi ñoy jigen ñu mun góor. Ñi ñoy jigen ñu fawte yaaxuñ te value nañ the opportunity they've had. These women have been here exclusively for 5 days, and they are able to change the narrative. First off, I'll start with the soap makers. These people started their training within 5 days, and then the first 2 days, the first day was the orientation day. The second day, they were able to make 540 soaps in a day. A round of applause to these women. They did not just make soap, but they have formed themselves to have an association, have a president, have a secretary general, and are doing their monthly savings to ensure that they have their own account to be able to sustain themselves. And that being said, they have sold 50% of the soaps they have made and have used their money to make the second batch of the soap that are displayed here that will be on sale. So that being said, I'd like another round of applause for these women for the commitment they've had. And another thing is these women have also had their own session on the radio, where we have had an hour radio show at Capital FM, where we host our weekly talk show, and they were able to sell and market what they do and their brand. And since then, people are interested in joining their group. And I told them this morning, dama rechu, lutah ma joxe suma number. So nana, legi suma delo na len jox yel sen number. Su ko defé yeen ngeen jël ko from where you guys stop. So thank you very much for putting in so much efforts and commitment and being able to do what you are doing today. To an extent, you're independent. And I also have to acknowledge the fact that most of them are also part of the Crab Island Women Gardeners, and they have facilitated their own activity at the garden level and have sold their produce, and have also have a registered group as women gardeners for Crab Island, and they come from across all wards and all 3 constituencies in Banjul. So that being said, it tells you the kind of women we have gathered here today. And now to the final group that I call Group Ambience. Group Dawuncho, Group Ragaluncho, with my bestie in the group. So these women actually really wanted a serious overhaul. And that was where the fight started. They said if they don't have a professional overhaul with their tools, they don't want. And we thank you very much for ensuring they have their own overalls. So to tell you how committed these women are, the first day they came for orientation and they were given their safety training. They had their safety shoes and of course everything they need for their training. The first thing they talked about was, Aisatu said, you guys need to go and do tire collection. We need to go to the dump site. We need to go and lobby for tire. Whilst Aisatu was doing the safety training, these women were busy making phone calls, calling the tire men they know within Banjul to lobby for tires right there and then. Like they were telling Aisatu, come in holal, Aisatu ñun ñola gëna pare. By the time Aisatu and team were done with the safety training, these women already have contacts for tires for more than 150 tires. And Aisatu was like, they did. Harlan. So just to tell the councillors and the people that are going to watch this and people within Banjul that they need to support you, not because you're women, but because you're competent enough, but because you love what you're doing and because you have interest in it. And the job here demonstrates it. Now, everything you've seen here is done within a space of 4 days. Within 4 days, these women were taught how to use the safety tools. These women were taught how to cut the tires, how to clean, and they have done it exclusively and they did it well. Within 4 days, they have made their tires and they have used more than what is displayed here. Lufigai technique, it's just a sample of what they have done. But what is at the showroom is more than this. When we came this morning, they were already doing tires that were clothed with wax fabric, just to tell you how fundamental recycling is. Because for us at Crab Island, it's all about sustainability, and sustainability is fundamental. And that is why BCC, in partnership with the Ostend City Council, funded by the European Union, brought in this project, because the project ends in November, and the focus is sustainability, and the focus is how do we have on Thursday, we have 3 group of young men and women that are Banjul born, brought up, raised, that are youths on basic solar installation and electricity. And these 15 people are expected to take part in a month time solar installation. So, and as we speak to you right now, they have formed an organized body of youths with a president, a secretary general, and their Center for Arts and Culture as operators and tour guides in Banjul, and they are called the Banjul. So these are the things we have done so far within these 3 months. That this batch actually has proven to be a different batch. And that being said and done, first of what I will do is I'll hand over the mic to the project coordinator.
Okay, now with their initiatives, okay, now to work with the people of Banjul and both with the people of Ostend, so that they will, okay, now maintain socio-economic development. And this is all, okay, now to empower the youth and women of this beautiful city. As we have always said that the Banjul City Council, okay, the Banjul City Council slogan is always youth and women empowerment. This they have demonstrated, okay, within the framework of the Banjul Ostend now City Link. And then, of course, with a big thank you to the European Union who funded, okay, now this now noble project for the betterment of the citizens of Banjul. Now we have gathered here today, or right now, to celebrate your performances, your effort, and especially the WIG, that is Women Initiative, the Gambia, who has been conducting, okay, now this training to make sure that the people of Banjul, especially women and youth, are definitely empowered for their sustainable economic development. Now, I would also like to register my heartfelt, okay, now congratulations, and also, okay, now my, okay, now thanks to the people present here, okay, from the Banjul City Council, okay, now representing the Banjul City Council, that is the, on behalf of the Lord Mayor of Banjul, we have the Deputy Mayor, deputizing the Lord Mayor of Banjul, and also these two honorables of Banjul North and Banjul Central. I would like to thank you because you always, okay, you always answer for our calls. As well as, all right, now, councillors, to now, especially the, okay, now the councillor who is representing, okay, now, Crab Island Ward. Okay, now, thank you very much, okay, now, for your initiatives. The presence of, okay, now, Mr. Suleiman Jai, okay, now, commonly known as, okay, Sol Slim, who is always, okay, now willing and able to participate in any activity that is, okay, now developmental oriented as far as Banjul is concerned. So thank you very much, Sol. Now this initiative is the, okay, now soap making and also the, okay, now tire furniture, recycling, okay, now tire to make furniture that would be used in our houses, in our compounds, and even here in Crab Island. So that is why we say that, okay, now sustainable development. We are expected to use this in Crab Island here. So I would like to thank you very much. And then we know that you have been working very well, and I will urge you to keep on working so that at least anyone who may need, okay, now to get this soap and this tire, if you come to Crab Island at any time, you can get them. So I would like to thank you once again, and then please urge you to keep on working because the sky is the limit as far as the Banjul Ostend City Link is concerned. So thank you very much once again.
Also the soap making team, we are saying thank you so very much and congratulations for your good job. And as long as Women Initiative Gambia is concerned, I am talking on behalf of Women Initiative Gambia team, who we are doing the good job to train the two teams. And the most important part of everything is the recycling furniture chairs that we make. That is going to take us to what the whole world is trying to advocate. That is, how can we clean our environment? And how can we sensitize people about the climate crisis that everybody is crying about? And also, how can we create jobs for the young people? And this is all about what we were doing. So trying to advise the trainers, I am saying, keep the right track that you take, and also the commitment that you have took to be part of the team. And this is what I was saying at the beginning, that you are special, because Banjul is not only 30 people living in Banjul, but you are lucky to be part of the team. And then the reason why God selected you, we don't know, He knows. But you have to make good use of it and make sure that you committed to what you are selected to. It's not only to come and attend the training, and at the end of the training, you go back home and sit. You are trained to come back and continue what you have been trained, to be able to give opportunities to young people who are at home and they don't know about the training, or they were not part of the training. So if you do that, we will be able to achieve our goal. And then I don't have any doubt about the team that have been selected, because you are so dedicated about the trainings that you have gone through. So I will say, on behalf of Women Initiative Gambia, thank you very much to be part of us, and we will be part of you forever, as long as Crab Island is concerned, as long as Gambia is concerned, as long as Africa is concerned. We will put heads together to make sure that we fight what we are trying to make sure that we achieve our goal. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Auntie Aisa.
First of all, I would really like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the BCC and the Banjul, for the Ostend City Council. It is really a great pleasure to be one of the many people in Banjul to take part in the soap making training with my saponification family. We really appreciate you guys. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. But Alhamdulillah, we came through it. It was really engaging. We really learned a lot from it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Nekk si hall bi yëpp di nuyu suma député mayor ak ñoom Elba ñoom kansula si yëpp di nuyu suma train ki nga xam ne moo ñu ko jàngal di nuyu Jóob tamit di nuyu gaay Saabu ak gaay Taaya si yëpp ñu ngi leen a wax ne la ñun ñooy defar tanki moto yi boo gisee ñu choose ko tanki moto yi dañ ko dee sànni mbaa ñu jël ko di ko lakka te lakka bi baaxut boo ñu gisee ñu solo ak ñeneen ñu solo dafa am différent ñun dañoo dugg si mbaliti dem di ñaay di utali tanki moto yi because fu nekk lañ ko dee sànni moo tax ñu sol glove sol max jox ñu lunette jox ñu daala bu mag pour fiñ ko utijee daf dee sori torop si biir ndox mi si biir mbalit yi fu nekk lañ dee dem di ko ut soo lañu gisee suñu liggéey bi ni njàngee nii macha allah xam nga ne lii ku na sax mënu ko coomo mënu ko lii liggéey dëgg la liggéey góor la waaye ñun jigéen dañ ko jéngu di ko def dañ ne la woon ne góor ñi rek mënuñ dañoo téye tools téye drill machine yëpp dañoo téye di ko liggéeyee lii nekku ne dangaa jël di tay de dangaa jël ay tools ay banta ay daaj ay drill moom lañ ko liggéeyee nii peinture dañ koo def so dama bëgg a ñaax xale yi nga xam ne defuñ dara ñu ngi toog si kër gi pour ñu génn si ñu ñëw ñu jàppase lii because lii buñ ko defaree du affaire xaalis bi rek waaye dangaa jàngal sa bopp lu baree bari because métier dafa baax si nit soo amee métier foo mun a dem di nga fa liggéey waaye boo amul métier du baax doo liggéey baax na waaye nag métier tam moo gën am naa métier laa gis ne moom mooy long last long soo gisee liggéey gii nii mu rafet nii ñun jigéen ñi neen ñoo ko liggéey ak suñu ante Aysatu bale na le moo ñu ko jàngal ñun jigéen moo ñu jàngal ak ay góor fii góor ñaari góor rek lañ am ñoo jàngal ñi si yëpp jigéen lañ ñu ngi ñaax xale yi nag pour ñu ñëw ba pare maa ngi wax ne ba BCC yéen a ñu war a gën a jàppale si lii ndax lii rafet boo xamante ne foo ko teg dafay dem ndax ndox du ko yaaxa naaj du ko yaaxa foo ko teg mun nga koo teg si dëkk bi yëpp mu gën a rafet fii capital la dañ ko war a rafetal dañ ko war a taaral te lii mun naa taaral dëkk bi ci li ma foog kolo boo leen bëgg nag mu ngi ci waaw asalaamualeykum.
Yeah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send salutations on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for granting us this prestigious event. It's quite a milestone to witness such creativity here at the Crab Island, whereby we have two distinguished groups who were able to present us with what you are seeing at our back here, which were made with, I would say, what we call in our local language, ponos, meaning, wheels, car wheels, basically. They were able to improvise and come up with very sizable, attractive chairs that can be presented anywhere, basically. And also we have a soap making initiative whereby women folks were able to engage and be trained in the process of soap making. And as you see also, these items were also presented here, which is quite important because part of the EU Ostend Banjul City Link project is to advocate for sustainability measures, as our right communications personnel said that the project will be elapsing very soon, around November. So we are looking at measures as to how to keep this project sustainable. And I think the showcase that we've seen here really is a testament that that can be achieved with collective efforts. We are here from the National Assembly. We'll do our level best to make sure we work hand in hand with the local government authorities here present. The Deputy Mayor is here. And also the project coordinator, among other high dignitaries are here present, and we are all listening, and we will all do our level best to make sure that we galvanize our efforts collectively. We're able to make sure that we push these initiatives forward. And we're not looking at this initiative just to have it in Banjul here, but we want to make sure that you people are empowered with the requisite knowledge, but also with the right market to be able to even, not only sell this in the Gambia, but even sell this abroad, worldwide. It's possible. It's quite possible. Yes. So on that note, I will leave it to that, and we wish you well, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Mange new everybody. So I'll blend in both English and Wolof, right? So they can hear me. Well, so I'll see how to do it. Yeah, that's fine. So earlier, team soap don't work. I was saying to myself, the least I can do is hold a mic for you, which I'll come back to later because my diga man satange saskan suve. So welcome everybody. I'm very glad to be here and to be seated and taking the mic to speak on behalf of the Lord Mayor of Banjul. And like Annette said, on behalf of the CEO and on behalf of the entire City Council. So I would first of all begin by acknowledging and thanking the members of the High Table, starting with the National Assembly member for Banjul Central, who's seated immediately to my left, Honorable Abdullah Mamla Njai, and then Honorable Mudlamin Ba, who is the National Assembly member for Banjul North, which happens to also be the custodian of this Crab Island, because Crab Island forms a part of Banjul North. Also, we have the Honorable Council of a Crab Island ward itself, that is Honorable Sheikh Joe. We also have the nominated member for Women Affairs in the council, who is Fatu Ada. I think the first thing she did when she entered this hall was put on a big smile because majority of, or if I can say, 90% of everyone here are women. So that is also furthering her cause at the council. We also have the nominated member for Abdullah Amar Gay, social, who is also at the council, and also Honorable Falu Galasisi, who came in a little bit late. I'll also thank the coordinator, the project coordinator of the Banjul City Link, Ostend, who is Mr. Job, and also those from WIC. I think Auntie Aisatu and the team, on behalf of the Banjul City Council, we want to thank you because, you know, many a times there had been partnerships with other institutions. Once everything is sorted, they'll come in, do what they wanted to do or they had to do and get out. But I can see the passion in your faces and the willingness or the intention to make sure that lives are transformed. And I can assure you that this is a testament of the good work that you have done. So thank you on behalf of the Banjul City Council. And to all of the participants, I think you did a very brilliant job. You made the Banjul City Council very proud. You made all Banjulians very proud. I can remember yesterday just sharing some of the work that you've been doing, like Mansata said earlier. In the pictures, I saw you going to very hideous places to get tires and all of that. Once we shared these photos, everybody was excited. Everybody was like, wow, so women in Banjul are really taking up the challenge. So that alone gave us a lot of pride because as elected officials at the council, one of the core mandates that we have is to empower the people of Banjul. But we cannot do it alone. We have to work together. And this project presented that very opportunity for us to do so. So that is why we cannot be grateful enough to the implementing team, Mr. Job and everyone else. So we're very, very thankful. So I also would like to assure you, I heard Mansata challenging the council, that at council level, what we were mostly looking out for after this implementation stages of the project had passed was how to sustain this project. Sustainability has been a key issue and had been talked about all the time of this project. Because of the millions of euros that had been invested here, at some point the project will phase out. I guess you all heard that around November the project will phase out. So once it does, what will sustain what we have invested here? That is where sustainability comes in. That is why you see a radio station being built here. This hall, very hall that we are meeting in, you have the women gardeners back there and all of that. So we're thinking of ways of how to make sure that the project Crab Island itself sustains itself. Because you cannot have funders coming in all the time to bring in money all the time. At some point, we have to think about sustainability. And I am very glad that I can say that this soap making entire transformation led the way, opened the gates for sustainability in Crab Island. So we're very proud of you. Moving forward, I was just discussing with teacher of how to make sure that this is not a one-off. By having we come in, train you guys, and then after this nice closing ceremony, you go back to your houses. No, that's not what's going to happen. What I usually say is whenever support is coming to our people, those that are supposed to be at the forefront should be the institutions of the state. That is the councils, the central government, and all of that. So we are the people who should support you the most. So sitting here, I would like to, tell you that we will make sure that at council level, from the soaps that you made to the very beautiful tires you've transformed, the Banjul City Council will take the lead. We will be your #1 clients. Some couple of days ago, I was in the city of Dakar. I saw some of these tires that are being transformed, displayed in some of the streets as public benches. I would gladly say that these ones that you have made look better than those that I saw there. So I see no need why Banjul City Council should not patronize you guys and make sure that these benches are displayed on our streets in Banjul. So that way, and also what motivated me more about these tires is, I think Mansata mentioned that these tires are usually burnt. But not to just stop at that. Most of the drainages that are clogged are being clogged by these tires. When rainy seasons come, we usually suffer a lot when we are doing these cleaning exercises. Most of these tires are picked from the gutters. They are the ones that block the drainages. So this will solve two problems. It's like throwing one bat and killing two stones, throwing one stone and killing two bats. Because you're not just making decorative items, but you're also helping us to rid Banjul of illegal waste. So you're doing two things at the same time, and we acknowledge that very much. So moving forward, I know the implementers of this project will be discussing further with the Banjul City Council to make sure that you have a showroom here. And I can assure you that once that is established, you'll have a lot of clients. A couple of months back, we went to the EE office. Myself and teacher was there. And then one of the things that they told us there was they would like to be not just coming here to buy the materials that are being made here, but also to bring their friends as well. So I think teacher can attest to that. So I think what we need to do now is brand you guys very well, because branding is very important. You might see a lesser quality soap being sold somewhere, but because it's branded very well, it will sell faster than the one that is, you know, more of a quality. So we need to work on that, teacher, Annette. We make sure we brand them very well. You know, make sure, maybe even if we're making sure that at the Banjul City Council level, we'll be one of your marketers. In all of our forums and all of that, we can be boasting about having women, very strong women, like Annette would say, superwomen that are doing this stuff, so that we can encourage others. The Honorable Member said it. Not just to be selling in the Gambian local markets, but also to be selling internationally. And I believe that you can do it, because what you did here can be sold anywhere. So be rest assured that I am here, and then members of the City Council are as well. We will be discussing these issues further at the council level. I'm sure, well, you all know that we have a woman mayor who's very passionate about empowerment of youth and women. So she would be very, very excited to push your cause. So this is not the ending of what you, I would say that this is just the beginning for you guys. And also I hope that your experience can motivate other Banjulians, because we have a lot of unemployment in the city currently. That's why when I heard Annette introducing Team Ambience, I can recognize Aisha and the others who are very hardworking ladies, you know, and there's nothing more beautiful than self-employment. You can want to work in an office of a 9-to-5 job, but you have a stagnant salary most of the time. But once you employ yourself, get into business, you know, the world is open to you. You know, you can get anything you wish. So I think before concluding, last time I was here, I bought some soaps, I think. And then when I took it home, I bought about 10 or so soaps. My mom took them away from me. So she was like, okay, aloe vera soap is very good and all of that. So she took everything. So I'll come back to buy again so that I can be using it for personally. So before I close, I would also like to encourage all the honorable people sitting with me here to also pledge their support as well. The National Assembly members are very key in whatever development that we are doing in our communities. Because as public and elected officials, we cannot do it alone. That is why you see the council here, you see the National Assembly here. These are the people that you elected to serve you. And I see no reason why we shouldn't serve you. I see no reason why we shouldn't support you. So, am len yakar bu mut sek ne dinañ len support, dinañ japp ci sen combat bu baax a baax te fii laa ko waxee su ma delloo yeneen councillors yi fi nekkut ak Lord Mayor ak CEO dina relay information bi to moom ñu toog fi ba ay weer si kanam ñu dem bene seen products yi ngeen defar mooy gën a gaaw a jeex si mboolem kuy defar products yu mel nii so lii mooy suñ éene te maa ngi kontaan bu baax gis naa fi suma ay yaay ba pare li ma neex si groupe bi mooy ay mag ak ay xale fi nekk am naa mag yi ñu ngi jàppale xale yi tamit ñu ngi déggal mag yi so continuer leen kontaan naa si li ngeen defar association tamit ngeen gën a bi kon nimal la si fekka loxol borom fii nag most of the time nañ dee toog pour ñu bugga ñu defal waay lu nekka ready made but ki laa defal sax su gisee nga def si commitment daf laa gën a bugg a jàppale soo leen toogee gis na yëf yi xaw naa demee boo tuuti gën leen a push rek because there's light at the end of the tunnel te ñun ñu ngi fi dinañ leen jàppale dinañ continuer li leen lii ba pare dinañ leen utal fiil foo leen di laaxu di jéem a def seen liggéey yu baax ak yu rafet ba pare I look forward to a future where your transformed tires will be displayed across the city inshallah so am naa guddal naa nag waaye maa ngi jégalu lu bare bari jërë ngeen jëf